Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is the fabulous Krystal with Krystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, my YouTube BFF.
Hi,
And
everyone.
we're both wearing matching BFF necklaces. And let's see. We have Mary and Samantha here. How are y'all doing today? We do have another guest star.
Abby.
I told you it wouldn't surprise me if one of them popped up.
Yep.
And if y'all haven't seen my crochet Tuesday video that I put out today, y'all gotta see it. Allie's a little ham in that video.
This shit was cute.
She's trying to like being on YouTube videos. She's becoming a little diva. And let's see, Roberta's here too. Hi, Roberta. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And I also want to welcome those that are going to be watching on replay. And if you do watch the replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And also feel free to answer any questions in the comments that we ask on today's live. And let's see. Samantha says she's working on a mosaic blanket and a scrap blanket. Nice. Mary says, there's water with lemon juice and coffee in my cups. On my hooks are a hat and shawl. My needles have a soon to be frog ear warmer. Aw, sorry you have to frog. But yeah, I can't wait to see your hat and shawl though. And right now I have water in my bottle.
I got a 7 Up.
Now tomorrow I should have coffee in my cup. And don't forget, y'all, I am going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Coffee with Connie. And let's see. Samantha wants to know how we're doing today.
Doing good.
Me too. And we have Lisa with Coping with Yarn. And she says
E.T.
ET
phone
phone
home.
home.
She does it better.
I know. Or in the be good.
Yep.
And Roberta says working on a never ending blanket that was only supposed to take a week.
Oh, wow.
I'd be happy if I got a blanket done in a week. No, blankets take me longer, but it also depends on like the stitching because like the ocean blanket before like the oh, what do you call those things?
The peppermint?
No, the ocean blanket. What do you call those things that you sew on?
The
I,
appliques?
that it's for some reason that I just went blank on that word. But
Yeah.
yeah, but before the appliques part, the blanket itself wasn't that time consuming. But all those ocean scenery pieces that I did and animals, sea animals,
Hmm.
those took forever. And then sewing them on.
I hate sewing on stuff like that. It takes forever.
And actually, the sewing on, I don't think really took that long. It was more doing the actual appliques.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. Roberta says, I found a water enhancer cranberry ginger ale. It's all right. I like the little drink packs you add to water.
I do too.
Yeah, usually, like I used to be on a big kick with the root beer one, the A&W root beer, sugar free.
That's good.
And another thing too that especially during the summertime that I like to do with like the water and drink mixes, you put in a blender with ice and you kind of make like a slushy.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, Samantha's trying to get to 200 Yorny friends. So if one of my moderators can drop her link,
I think she already had dropped it.
okay, yeah, okay. The link's already dropped. Yeah. So y'all
Check
go
it
check
out.
out Samantha if y'all haven't already. And let's help her. I'm getting tongue tied. Let's help get her to 200. And we have Lisa the Grammy that joined us and Mama G. How are y'all ladies doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? Lisa says, I'm going in the kitchen to make dinner, but I'm leaving you playing. Well, if you I'm still tongue tied. Well, if you're still listening and you have a chance, let us know what you're making for dinner. And Roberta says, I have had to frog a million times because I keep changing my mind on color sequences. Aw. But yeah, I always like playing with colors, like the different color combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Samantha wants to know what we're working on right now. So go ahead and show her.
I'm working on my sock. I started this on Monday, knitting my pair of socks, and so that's what I'm working on. And I figured out how to hold the yarn while knitting with my left hand, which I used to have to do like this, pinch the yarn and wrap it over. But I figured out how to hold the yarn, and I'm very, very excited about that.
Yeah, I think that's basically how I do it. Pinch the yarn and wrap over.
Yeah.
But I saw one person they had it like where they had the yarn close enough where you could like it easily grab like you could grab the yarn easily.
Yeah.
But this is how I feel. As long as your stitches come out right, that's all that really matters.
That is true. As long as your tension is somewhat even, it really don't matter how you work the yarn on the needles. So
Okay. Mama G, I have a question for you. Um, if I recall right, didn't you win one of my patterns on a giveaway I did, and you wanted to wait for the Christmas tree beanie pattern? Because if so, I have that pattern. It's been released already. Just let me know and I can get that over to you. And Lisa says, I'm not sure how long I will be on because I gotta make dinner soon. So what are you gonna make, Lisa? Always want to know what people are eating.
I don't even know what we're having.
I don't either. Mama G's working on another sweater. Lisa the Grammy's making pasta with sauce for dinner. Nice. And the other Lisa says, I guess she's gonna do some kind of salad and tuna melts or tuna salad. That is if we have tuna. If not, a salad with cheese chunks for the protein since we ran out of meat. Oh, Allie, she just said tuna.
Mhm.
Tell everyone how you like tuna. She's just looking the other way. Let's see. We have Brenda that joined us, and Chris. How are y'all doing and what are y'all working on? Mary says, I hold my yarn as if I were crocheting.
Mm-hmm.
And Roberta says, yummy. I made meatballs, sugar-free barbecue sauce, and no bread. Yummy. And let's see. Okay. Okay. And it was the Christmas tree pattern that you wanted, right? Because I'll go ahead and send that to you either after the live or tomorrow. And Samantha's having taco soup. Nice. And let's see. Everyone's saying yum. And Mama G says eating club crackers, pepperoni, and ranch dip.
All together?
Roberta says, I have like 20 recipes I want to make but can't find ingredients. Yeah, I like playing around with recipes. Okay. You can't remember as long as it's crochet. Okay, that one's a knitted one. I only have two crochet patterns. I have the alien beanie and then the patriotic scarf. Okay, I gotta readjust Allie. Come on, Allie. I'm sorry, Allie. I just hit her head, poor baby. Come on. Okay. It's hard juggling a cat while you're live.
I can imagine.
And Lisa says I was planning on making taco salad. Ooh, with ground turkey, but I used it up on Sunday. I love me some taco salad. I need to have a taco salad soon.
Every time we go to a Mexican restaurant, that's what I order is the taco salad.
Yeah, I used to order taco salad a lot from Mexican restaurants. And let's see. You want to go ahead and ask the first question, Krystal?
Yeah. Would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car? I really don't trust either, but if I had to pick one, I would say a self-driving car.
See, I'm the same way. I really don't trust either one, but I think I would go with the home.
Yeah.
The cars scare me
Yeah.
because I'm like, what if they get hacked? Or what if there's like a malfunction?
Yep.
I mean, I do know that like I think the driver can take over. And then how would that even work with like driver's licenses? Do you still have to have a driver's license? Like especially when self-driving cars completely take over? I mean, how will that work?
Well, I would guess you would still have to have a driver's license because, you're still in the car. Even though it'd be driving itself, if you have to take over, you'd have to have a driver's license. So
And
that would be my guess.
and who would get the ticket and stuff?
You would. Not you specifically, but the person in the car.
My Cora did it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I mean, there's just like so many questions I have how that would work when that time comes that they take over.
Yeah.
But I've also seen some scary movies. I think there were Lifetime movies to do with automated houses too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But I do think it's kind of nice though, like having like a refrigerator or something that automatically orders what you need, or just being able to have your house do things for you.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh yeah, Mary. Yeah, I also have the Easter plaid beanie. That one's crochet too. For some reason, I was forgetting about that beanie. And let's see. Roberta says, I need to post my alien I made. Oh, you made an alien. Yes, yes, yes. I've got to see that. And notice my background. Alien.
With thumbs up. Yep. Don't forget the thumbs up.
And Lisa saying she wouldn't go with either. Samantha says the home. Mary says neither. Thanks anyway. Yeah, it's like we're all too scared of it. But the scary thing
Yep.
is that is going to be the future at some point.
Yep.
I mean, they're already starting to put some on the road, but at some point, that's all. They're going to completely take over. Yeah, yeah. The Easter beanie is crochet, and you can do it in other colors too. It don't have to be the Easter colors. Brenda said we just finished eating dinner. Had chicken cheese rice casserole. Ooh, yummy. Lisa says I'm too paranoid. Roberta says automated home. And Lisa, I was so proud of myself yesterday and made roasted chicken with red potatoes, onions, carrots, and thymes. You go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. I've been around Cindy too much, huh? Roberta says maybe not, laughing out loud. My daughter's auto vacuum took off with her whip and unraveled it. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I would not have been happy. Roberta says I'd probably wind up with Christine for a core. Roberta says her alien has a bubble butt. And Lisa says, I'm just listening now. Time to cook. Okay.
Going into lurking mode.
Yeah. Lurking. Lurker. Okay. The next question is I'm going to skip on the questions and ask this one first. Do you prefer word search or crossword puzzles? I prefer word search. Um, I always found that I find the words easily and can finish the puzzles quickly. The crossword puzzles I've never really been good at. Or another thing, maybe your preference is another type of word game or something. It's like I know I also like Sudoku, which is a numbers game, and then of course my new addiction Wordle. And you know what's funny? Like, okay, the New York Times bought Wordle, and Frank, like the stuff Frank follows online and stuff. He gets this stuff about like all these people complaining about Wordle since the New York Times has changed it that the puzzles are harder now.
Hmm.
But I don't have an issue with that because I want the game challenging. I want it to feel like a challenge because if it's too easy, then I'm going to get bored with it and move on.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Crystal?
I'm not very good at crossword puzzles because it can, like, the hint it gives you for that word, you may never get it. And
Mhm.
so I would say the word search. That's easier to find because you can say if it starts with an F, you look for all the F's in there, and then the next word, not word, the next letter. So yeah, I would go with the word search.
Hmm. Or like if you know it has a letter that's not as common in it,
Hmm.
sometimes I'll search for that letter. But a lot of times I find with word searches, you can spot a lot of the words like that without even looking.
Yeah.
And let's see, we have Amanda that joined us. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? But I am also curious how many of y'all have started playing Wordle? Have you tried yet, Krystal?
No, I have not. I'm not very good at figuring out, like I said, like a crossword. It has, what kind of clues does it give?
Well, the funny thing is, at first I didn't think I would do that good with it because, like, I'm not really good at Scrabble and stuff like that. But basically, you start off guessing a 5-letter word, and that you just kind of got to guess, you
Okay,
know.
yeah, I wouldn't be good at that.
And then it will tell you. I don't think it's very likely that somebody would get it on the first try. But you
Yeah.
have 6 tries to guess the word. And if you have the letters correct and they're in the right spot, they show up green.
Mm,
Now, if you have a letter in the word, but it's in the wrong spot, it shows up yellow.
mm.
And then if you're wrong, it's like black or grayish. And
Okay.
and you also have at the bottom like the letters to choose. And I don't even think that they use all the letters in the alphabet. But the letters to choose from, and like you'll mark at the bottom color coded. So you can kind of start like eliminating letters. That's usually kind of your best strategy.
Yeah, like when you do your wheel of Wheel of Fortune type game where you have to guess the. I am terrible at that.
I don't know, like sometimes I'm pretty good at it. It just kind of depends.
Yeah,
But I know some people are like really, really good. They'll get it like boom.
yeah.
But I haven't done Wheel of Fortune in a while. But speaking of games, I am going to be doing a live bingo coming up. I'm probably going to wait till after the 13th when my StreamYard hours reset because I have the birthday bash Sunday and I have a feeling that's going to take about 3 hours.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a long live. And so I'll probably do it once it resets. But that is coming pretty soon. And I'll be making a video where I'll take I'll start doing signups on the video, taking everyone's numbers, and basically like how I did it the last time I did a live bingo, which was quite
Okay.
a while back. But one thing I do want to do different this time on my bingo, and I didn't really say this, but I am going to make a point of making sure that this is more known about, that even if you give me the numbers beforehand, you have to be present when the game starts
Yeah.
because I'm going to do kind of like a roll call type thing, and I'm going to check off everybody that's present. So if you pop up later in the live, like especially later on, then
Kind of like how Joe does his Sunday Fun Day. You have to be present in the chat to win.
but
And if
but you
you're not, you get passed up.
but you got to be present basically before I call the first number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Roberta said it would be my luck and she'd get attached and just keep driving. Roberta says I try to alert, can't do it. Okay, Amanda says word search for sure. Mary says word search, I'm not smart enough to complete a crossword puzzle. And that's the thing with crossword puzzles. Now, if you have one that's like a certain topic where you tend to know a lot about a topic, then those aren't as bad. But but most of them, it's like it can be any topic. And
Mm-hmm.
Roberta says, I like the number one.
I
Mm,
think she's referring to when you said Sudoku, or however
Mom,
you say it.
Mama G says Sudoku is fun. Yeah, I love Sudoku too.
I'm not good at that one either.
I love Sudoku. And really, it's all process of elimination of the numbers.
Yeah.
But then you get those that you get down to like the last two squares, and they could be the same numbers. And you've eliminated, and it's like, so you kind of have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. You see, I don't like when the puzzles get to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should always be like completely solvable.
Yeah.
Mary says Sudoku is my favorite though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Lisa's back. Her husband's gonna make it, and I'll do laundry. Oh, he's being sweet. And Roberta says, typing left-handed and can't type. Yeah, I have those moments that my fingers don't want to cooperate. And let's see. Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. How are you doing today? I'm going to scroll real quick to see if anyone else joined us. Okay. And what are you working on, Melanie? And Mary says, I tried it. Wordle. It didn't stay on my phone long, though. See, like, I do two different ones. I do the one that it's you go to the website and it's New York Times now has it. That's the one and that one's more challenging. Then there's an app, but this one is called Wordling, but it's the same exact thing. But the funny thing is the app. I don't think I've ever missed a puzzle on the app. Roberta says she'd rather cook, but Lisa says not me. Weirdly, I like laundry. And Amanda says, I'm making my granddaughter a bandana from Bag O' Day for her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Says one thing, like, I want to remember that time you made like a slouchy hat? I think you kind of did your own thing. See,
Yeah.
I want to do a hat more like that. Be, because I like
Um,
how it did because it kind of it looked kind of like a bandana in a sense. Which you
I
mentioned
made it really,
bandana.
really tight around the edge so it would not fall off or anything. And I think I used a 3-weight yarn. And I started at top down.
Because when Amanda mentioned bandana, it made me think of that hat. Oh, we have the other Mary here. Mary Hayen. Hopefully, I'm saying her last name right.
That's how I would say it too.
She's not very good at word games. Oh, Chris wants you to come on over to do his laundry, Lisa. Roberta says, I love Scrabble. Does that count? Sure, because I mean, it's more about just having a conversation. So, I mean, anything kind of along these lines, I'm game to talk about. Lisa says, go, Connie, go. What did I do now, Lisa? And let's see. Oh, it looks like Mama G got a package and she's gonna be upload her video tomorrow, Friday on it.
Awesome.
And Roberta says, when I was 7, I created crossword puzzles for the local paper. You must be pretty good then, because I know the ones usually in the newspapers are hard. And Melanie says, my grandson went home this morning. I miss him, but I've missed you guys. Now I'm catching up. Aw. But I am glad that you're catching up with us. Go ahead.
How's the shawl coming, Melanie? I know you were doing the pink roundabout ruffle shawl. I was curious how that was going.
And let's see. Lisa says, I like it because I get to sit on my bed and watch YouTube, but then I make my kids put their own clothes away. Roberta says, yep, used to be smart, laughing out loud. And let's see, Tyler's here. Hi, Tyler. How are you doing today? And have you caught any fish lately?
Mm-hmm.
Melanie says, I started a pair of knit socks for my grandson. Did not get 4, laughing out loud.
Aww.
Yeah, I've been working on my socks today. My knitted socks. And Chris says, yes, laundry can be relaxing in a weird way, especially when it's cold and the laundry is fresh out the dryer. You do have a point with that. Okay. And Lisa says, she will learn to knit this year. Awesome. And let's see, we have Sheila that joined us.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. And how are you doing today? And what are you working on? She's got to make it through the advertisements. Okay, let's see. Okay, the next. Oh, hold up. Anita also just joined us. And how are you doing? And what are you working on? So you want to ask the next question, Krystal?
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Let's see. Would you prefer to live in a mansion or a cabin, and why? I would have to say cabin, because if I had to clean the mansion, it would take me probably a week or more to clean it.
But if you're living in a mansion, I would think you would probably have the money to have maids and stuff.
Well, that's true, but as of right now, no.
Frank says, or you could always have robots.
No.
But I would go with cabin. I don't know. I love the look of cabins, and normally cabins are out in nature.
Yeah.
Where it's like all scenic and beautiful. Where with a mansion, to me, that's just too much house.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna do with all those rooms?
Yep.
And like you said, it is too much to clean. But I would think, I mean, if you can afford a mansion, you should be able to afford a maid.
Someone to clean it, yeah.
Yeah. Or either that, or you live in a mansion and you get kicked out the next day because you can't pay the bills.
Or the bank repossesses it.
Let's see. Where did I leave off?
Well, I guess Sheila got through the advertisements. Hi, Sheila.
She says she's good. I'm working on a kit from Annie's. Nice.
Awesome.
And Chris says cabin because it's peaceful. Brenda says cabin, love rustic life.
Yep.
So how are you doing today, Sheila? And Anita says she's good. She's working on popcorn flower squares for a purse. And I'm doing good too, Anita. And Krystal said earlier she was doing good.
Tired but good.
And as you can see, we also got a second guest star, Alley Cat. I'm telling y'all gotta see her in my Crochet Tuesday video today. She was more cute than normal.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheila says if the mansion had lots of land, I would take the mansion. And it looks like Sheila's the only one. No, Sheila and Mama G say mansion.
Mm.
And Lisa says cabin by my own private lake. Yeah, exactly. A lake, a nice fireplace in that cabin. Mary says cabin, the scenery is usually better.
Yeah.
Mama G says a mansion and have an entire floor of yarn. Now that's a lot of. Roberta says cabin. And let's see. Roberta says unless unless TJ comes automated.
Unless the mansion.
Oh, okay, I got you. Automated mansion. Anita says I would definitely choose a cabin. I grew up with an outhouse and drawing our water, so I like simple.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Lisa says still working on my Palantine or Valentine's shawl. I haven't had much time lately. And Roberta says we didn't have that in their house, but we drew through our well water. And Anita says my first purse, Chris. I'm loving the squares. Nice. And Melanie says cabin. And Mary says the mansion came with a wine cellar. I'll fill it with yarn. And if y'all don't have Sheila, go check her channel out and show her some yarny love and support and throw some yarn in her window.
I think she's fun to watch. She's very upbeat. And yeah, so go check her out.
And let's see. Anita says, wasn't it so much fun to fill up a tub to get all sweaty emptying it? Yeah, you do have a good point there. Oh, and another thing I do want to bring up, if anyone watching or those that watch on replay, if you don't have Krystal here, please go subscribe to her channel. Throw some yarn in her window. She is getting very close to getting monetized. She's very close to 100 now. So
105 people left. Or actually, no, that was earlier. I think I got 2 more. So 103 the last time I looked. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I think you were at 897.
Yeah.
But yeah, very close to getting 900, and then next will be 1,000.
Yep.
And
then I got an idea for when I hit 1,000, and that's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be party time when that happens.
Oh yeah.
And she's also, what is it, 300 and something watch hours away?
It was 351 the last time I looked. I think it's gone up maybe 3 or 4 hours, 520. I don't know. Not very much, but it's gone up a little bit since then.
So if y'all can play her playlist to help her with watch hours, that would be awesome too. But yeah, we need to get Krystal there.
I'd appreciate it big time, guys.
And Roberta says, has anyone ever done a purse with a zipper? Not me. Was your mosaic? Didn't you do a mosaic challenge with a
I
zipper?
did. I did. Yeah. Um, it was, God, I can't remember her name. Tinna, and it's like Thorodo or something like that. It's 3-name channel. And Mary, Lady Crafter, might know who I'm talking about, and it's the mosaic purse. That tutorial shows you how to sew. Not sew. You start with the zipper, and then you take a needle and thread, and you thread the needle through the zipper a certain way, and then you crochet off of that, and you work down, and then you close it up. Very easy.
And Gabby also joined us. How are you doing today, Gabby? And what are you working on?
Hi, Gabby.
And let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. Roberta says, "Oh yeah, and there were 7 girls." Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, I guess they're talking about the outhouses and emptying the tub and stuff. I think they're still on that subject. And Sheila's congratulating you for being close to
Thank you,
1K.
Sheila.
Yeah, Melanie's congratulating you too.
Oh, thank you, Melanie.
Lisa says, I will put it down below for the mosaic purse.
Yeah, because Lisa participated in my crochet along for the mosaic purse. And technically you can do that same tutorial. It's like a little zipper about that big, but you can have a bigger one and just make a bigger bag. Same
And
concept.
I think some think it's Tenia from Iceland.
Yeah.
And Queen Anita says, I had planned on watching some of your playlists anyway, because I'm new to your channel. I've been trying to watch some of all the channels I'm subscribed to.
Anita, if you go to my playlist, I have one titled All My Videos. It starts from my oldest ones and comes to the current. So you'll get to see some of my past videos. Now, the first 7 are not very, very good. They were very old videos filmed in 2012, but you'll see some clips of my old animals.
And let's see. Gabby says, I'm working on 3 blankets. If I get tired of one, I got another one, laughing out loud. And let's see. Yeah, here's the link.
Yeah.
That we're talking about.
See, and I can never remember her full channel name. I remember the TINNA part, but the rest of it I can never fully remember.
And Mama G said, just post it on her community tab for you, Krystal.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
And that's another thing. Anyone that's a content creator, if y'all could possibly shout Krystal out on y'all community tab to try to help her.
Or at least share a video.
Yeah, or on a video or on a live. But yeah, I want to see Krystal get there. Okay. So the next question is, let's see. Would you rather live in an amusement park or a zoo, and why? I would go with the zoo because I love animals and I would have so much fun with the animals. And especially like the ones that like you could actually like go up to. Now the other ones it would still be fun watching them.
Yeah.
So how about you, Crystal?
I would have to say zoo. But then again, I'm sitting here, man, an amusement park, you wouldn't have to wait in lines if you lived there, you know?
Okay, Sheila says, how do you do that community tab thing? Um, I'm I'm not sure how many subscribers you're at, but you have to have 500 subscribers to have a community tab. And basically, like you could go to one of Crystal's videos and then and hit the share button, type something in the comments, and then just post it.
I
It's a,
think she has around 300, close
okay.
to 400, in between 3 and 400.
But yeah, you have to have 500 subscribers. It used to be 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
but then they changed it. And Mary says we could always call her Triple T, like Dana Triple C.
Yeah.
And Gabby says I wasn't planning on starting another one, but my sister gave me some different yarn. Yeah, and yeah, Mary saying about the 500 subscribers too. Oh, and Brenda has to go. Have a good night, Brenda. And Sheila says zoo all day. I love animals. Yes, zoo. Anita says the same thing. Mary says zoo. Mama G says definitely a zoo. An amusement park would be too noisy. So and Laura Lee joined us. Hi, Laura Lee. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Yeah. And the link that Lisa posted above was the mosaic purse. Yeah. Sheila says around 360. Okay.
Well, you're not too far off from 500, just 140 more.
And you know what? I'm gonna put you on my list for shout outs. Um, I do my shout out videos now once a month on the second Thursday of the month. Let me let me write that down before I forget. And there's a couple of other channels that I need to add to my list. Let's see. Okay. I got you down for my next shout out video. Anita says I've got the amusement park in my house. Roberta says I live in the woods before either of those. Okay, we got an amusement park person. Lisa says amusement park.
That figures.
Mama G says I have the zoo. And Lisa says I love amusement parks. We want to go to Disney World. Might go in May.
Awesome.
Take me with you. I'll hide in your trunk. Every time Lisa goes somewhere out of town, I tell her to pack me in her trunk.
Yep.
Roberta says I work in a zoo and hate amusement parks. So yes, it is. And Laura Lee says just working on Easter bags for the grandson and his brother.
Aw.
And Anita says, I've got it too. Kids and dogs inside, goats, chickens, pigs, ducks, turkeys, a sheep outside. I want to go to your
Wow.
house. I want to play with your animals.
You got a lot of animals.
I'm like, I want to play with all the animals. So you want to go ahead and ask the next question, Krystal?
Yeah. Let's see. Do you prefer neutral colors or bold colors? I would have to go with bold colors. I like brighter colors and instead of muted tones. That's boring to me.
Yeah, I tend to go for bold too.
As you can tell.
I mean, like now sometimes I do like neutral colors, but
Yeah.
it just kind of depends on like how they're combined and but then usually there's something that gives like a lot of times when you have a neutral color, you have another color that gives it a pop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still kind of the bold that you really like.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa says I only need 8 more now to reach 500. Woohoo! So if one of my mods, oh sorry, Allie just dug her claws at me. If one of my mods could drop Lisa's link, that would be awesome. And if y'all don't have Lisa, go snag her up and let's get her to 500. And let me write that. Well, probably by this time you'll be at 500, but I'm going to write you down for a shout out.
How many does Coping with Yarn have? Oh, 8 more. I see it on the screen now. Yeah, you should be there before
Yeah.
next month.
Okay, now Allie's on my shoulder.
Oh, kitty parrot.
She loves doing that to me. Hey, stop that. Hey, don't hit us. Hey. Oops. Ow, ooh, ow. Y'all heard her growl?
Yeah.
And y'all saw her hiss? Oh, ow, she got me kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, Melanie says, I have a question. Do you have a name for all your subscribers? I pick your little biscuits. I know we are Krystal's Yarny Chicken.
Yarny cats, not chickens. What are you talking about, girl?
I've always said Yarny friends, but I guess I could start calling y'all my little biscuits.
I think that would be cute.
That is a good idea.
Well, no. I was going to say little stitches because your name is just another stitch. You could say welcome back all my little stitches or something, but I don't worry about that part. I think little biscuits would be better.
Sheila says bold all the way. And Lisa says, I bet those Easter bags are really cute. Gabby says bold colors. Laura Lee says neutral. Roberta says depends on what I'm making.
Yeah.
Melanie wants to go to Queen Mama's too. Okay. Lisa's going to go eat. She said she'll be back soon.
Have a good dinner.
And Anita says, I am with Roberta. I go with neutrals on wearables and bolds for toys and such. Oh, Beverly just joined us. Hi, Beverly. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And I like what Anita says. Come on, Melanie. I'd probably never know anyone else was here.
Eh,
And Roberta says, definitely bold and bright for toys. Chris says, mute it for me.
mm,
Mary says, neutral, some boring. Oh,
oh,
Melanie says, hi, Allie. Roberta says, fiber spider called everyone yarnivores.
yep. And spiderettes.
Oops. Melanie says, oh no, can I be a yarny chicken? Laughing out loud. So sorry, yarny cats.
You can be whatever you want, Melanie. If you want to be a yarny chicken, go ahead.
Laura Lee wants to know how many cakes of Mandela Sparkle did it take to do that Shalabago days. I used 3.
That sure turned out pretty, Connie.
Thank you. Yeah, and one thing too, there are portions that I didn't use all the colors of because I color controlled
Mm-hmm.
where if I like I had some scraps where I couldn't make a whole row with, but 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 I may be able to use those scraps for something else sometime down the road.
I'm
But
sure.
but it was 3 cakes that I used. Beverly says, I'm good. I'm working on a head wrap. I like to make those. Yeah,
Nice.
headbands are cool.
Well, that's different than a head wrap, I think,
Oh,
right?
oops. I was thinking like a headband.
I
Or
thought a
did
head
you mean
wrap's different.
kind of like the bandana type thing that you wear in the hair?
I don't know. I mean, I thought a head wrap goes around the whole head, and a headband or bandana would just go over but also come around. I think it's closed in the back, like a hat almost, kind of. But I don't know. Clear
Yeah,
this up for us, please.
yeah, let us know, Beverly. And Roberta says, oh yeah, I forgot the spiderettes. And Anita's never made a head wrap.
I haven't either, so I'm interested.
Yeah, and like one thing too, like when I say headband, it's usually called an ear warmer,
Yeah.
which I think I have mine around, but I can't really grab it with Allie.
Uh,
Roberta says, just made a just made a chicken. Daughter says I can't have one, so I made one.
Aw.
And Laura Lee says it was very pretty. Oh, thank you. And she wants to know what Crystal's knitting.
I am working on a sock. Hold on. I got to take the yarn out of my hand to turn.
Isn't that pretty? It looks so tiny.
It does, right?
It really looks like you're making like a baby sock or something, or a child.
Well, I am making the vanilla sock the size small.
I think what it is because you do the small cuff, like the
Yeah.
small, and like the socks I've made have been the long body, I guess would be what you would call it,
Um, I know there's a name for
or the
it, but
leg.
the leg of the sock, yeah.
Yeah, the leg of the sock.
I make ankle socks. That's what I usually call them, shorties. So, yeah.
Roberta says, I live with my daughter since the attack. They don't like me staying home, staying alone. Gabby likes your sock.
Oh, thank you.
And Melanie says, I love light colors and earth tones. See, like I like earth tones, like if you combine it with blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you get that right shade of blue, I think that it looks awesome. Yeah, Laura Lee and Roberta like the socks.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Who asked the last question?
I did. So it's your turn.
Okay, let's see. Who was your first celebrity crush? Krystal probably knows. And let me tell y'all this. My celebrity crush is mine. Y'all can't have him. As a kid, I was in love with Sean Cassidy.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I remember
I
you.
had, I had the posters. I had the T-shirts, and really, if I would have thought about it, I should have gotten that picture ready so I could have shown y'all of me as a little girl with my Sean Cassidy poster. And I think I may have even been wearing the shirt in the picture too. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. Because if I can, I'll let y'all see it. I did put it in a video one time, but I don't remember which video it was. Let's see. Oh, where did I put it at? I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember where it could be at. Let's see.
Well, while you're looking for that, I'll say who my celebrity crush was.
Okay.
When I first watched Back to the Future, I fell in love with Michael J. Fox. I said, when I grow up, I'm going to marry him.
But you didn't marry him.
No.
Aww.
Now my favorite celebrity is, well, I mean, I like a lot of them, but the one that got cuter as he got older, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. See, I'm the opposite. I think he looked cuter when he was young on 21
Yeah.
Jump Street. He
was a lot cuter when he was younger, a lot cuter, but I there's just something about as he got older, he just got cuter to me anyway.
Yeah, and then Richard Greco, or however you say Greco.
I
He
don't
was
know who that
he,
is.
he was in 21 Jump Street, but
Oh.
he was only on I think like a season.
Mm.
And then they did like a spinoff called Booker from 21 Jump Street.
Okay.
But yeah, he was good looking. And he stars in some Lifetime movies. Trying to see if I can find that picture. I know I should have it saved on my computer somewhere.
If you find it, post it on your community tab. If you can't find it during the live. Mark Wahlberg, yes. Melanie said, Mark Wahlberg, yes, he is another hottie.
But yeah, for me, teenager, it was Johnny Depp. I found a picture of me with a childhood dog.
Aw.
Me with a childhood cat. I should be getting close because I know my sister sent it to me via chat. I'm trying
Mhm.
to skim the chat.
One of my first cats that I ever had as a pet, I had for almost 13 years, and his name was Sylvester. He
Oh,
was gray and white.
I had my favorite childhood cat was Pee Wee, and
Aw.
Pee Wee would sit standing up. Yeah, sitting. Well, would sit like a person
Yeah.
and purr.
Aw.
And then there was also Sam Boy. That was one of my favorites. Huh, not seeing it here. Oh well.
Well, we have Kay's Crochet Haven in. Hi, Kaylin. Welcome in.
Hey, Caitlin, how are you doing today? And what are you working on? Yeah, I'll try to find it. I know I have it somewhere, but it's taking too long
Yeah.
for me to quickly find it. So yeah, I'll try to post it on my community tab. Okay, where was I at? Okay. Roberta says blue is an earth tone. Yeah. But I know like there's this one yarn that I saw. It's like the earth tones with like the blue and the browns and stuff.
Mhm.
And I think it's beautiful. I think it's a red heart one. Laura Lee says, as cold as my feet have been this winter, I want a heavy pair of wool socks for next winter. And let's see. Mary says, I don't think I ever had one.
Mm.
Laura Lee says, Davy Jones of the Monkees.
Yep.
Sheila says, Maxwell, he could sing to me all night long. Melanie says, yes, Connie, navy blue and khaki. Well, the shade of blue I like more is kind of a more of like an aqua type blue or yeah, I think it was yeah, kind of like an aqua type. Roberta says Mikey from the Monkees, the tall one, he was just such a sweet soul. Anita says John Snyder, Bo Duke. Lisa says Bo Duke. Laura Lee says Mickey Dolenz was also nice. Oh yeah, Roberta. John Travolta got better with age. Oh yeah, I love me some John Travolta. I got you. Okay. You had gotten that one. Okay. Mama G says, I'm sort of lurking, but Rod Serling and Freddie Mercury were my first loves. But I agree that Johnny Depp is gorgeous. But you know, Bagwell Day might not like you taking Freddie from her.
Mm, yep.
And let's see. Roberta says, I had Delilah Siamese. She was a hussy. That's how she's got her name. Oh, Gabby's gotta go. Have a good night, Gabby.
Bye, Gabby. She's probably already gone.
And Laura Lee says, Mike was the tall one, Davy the British one, Mikey with the curly hair, and Oeter, or however you say it, the silly blonde. And Caitlin says, I'm good. I'm working on digesting the food I just ate. So what did you have? Samantha's back from dinner. Okay. Anita says she just sent an email. If you don't mind, when you get the chance to look at it, will you tell me if you think the outside color looks okay? Okay, let me see my email real quick, which is not easy typing with holding a cat. Oops. I like it, Anita. I think it's pretty. And let's see. Mama G says she's older than Bago Days, so she wins. Okay, Lisa says I'm frying my meatballs. Nice. Uh-oh, Roberta said she's older, so she wins.
Watch out, Mama G. You got competition.
Okay, so didn't you say you need to go early today, tonight, Krystal?
I'll just go ahead and stay.
Okay, because I was going to say we're at a perfect time to wrap up if you need to go early.
It don't matter. I can stay if you're going to go an hour and a half. That's only like 16, 18 minutes, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, we'll go to about an hour and a half. And Anita says, no one in my house is color coordinated. Thanks. Wasn't sure about it. Oh, yeah. We showed these earlier, but these are our BFF necklaces. Hopefully.
They're little unicorns.
Yeah. Krystal sent me this sweet birthday package that I got yesterday, and this was in it.
It was so hard not to tell you, look out for a box. Very hard.
It was like, who brings in a package? And the thing is, I was expecting a package from someone else to be coming in soon. So, but this person said the package was heavy, and I was like, it don't look very heavy. I'm like, either someone else sent me a package or it's not that heavy. And as I get the box and I see Krystal's name, I'm like, she's sneaky.
Yep, I am.
But I was all excited.
Well, I'm glad.
She sent me awesome goodies.
I wanted to give you something for your birthday, and I was praying that it got there on time, or at least on your birthday or by your birthday, because the last package I sent out, I'm gonna have to file a claim on it for my Valentine's winner. It's lost. It still says that our post office scanned it, and then when I went up, well, my grandmother went up there, took the receipt, and they said, oh, well, it went to Houston. Well, they didn't scan it, and either they misplaced it, so now I have to wait, I think, till the 25th, and then I can file a claim on it and report it lost, and they'll start looking for it.
Put them in timeout.
Yeah, bad post office.
But I discovered something new to do with the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all know that, like on their website, there's a spot that's called informed delivery, where you can actually see what you're supposed to get in the mail that day.
Well, I did not know that.
I just recently found that out.
Well, that's interesting.
But the funny thing is, like I had signed up for it a couple of days before your package came, but your package didn't show.
Good, it was a surprise.
But yeah, you can see what you're getting in the mail before. Well, like my mail passes later in the day. Like if you have like an early mailman that comes early, you may not really get it may not really be an advantage.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of mail, I got an email earlier today, and UPS sent me a email saying you have a package scheduled to arrive tomorrow. Well, my eyeglasses from last week, they're coming tomorrow, so I'll have my glasses tomorrow.
awesome.
I'm
What's
happy.
funny? I still need to make my appointment with the eye doctor. Laura Lee says, I'm not saying anything about age. Roberta's saying, I'm so proud to be here. Never thought I'd live this long.
Aw,
Samantha loves both of our channels.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Samantha. And Sheila says, what? I did not know that either. Yeah, I recently found out about it. But if you go to their website, let's see real quick. I'll try to tell you.
USPS.com.
Yeah. Like you kind of have like the picture towards the top of the screen of the mail truck and the guy with packages. And like right under that on the right side, well, all the way to the right, it says informed delivery. But like the two things before it is stamps and supplies and clip and ship. But yeah, if you click on informed delivery, it will take you to the steps to sign up for it.
Hmm.
And it's like it looks like they like scan your mail or something because it looks like scan photos.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roberta says I had an issue like that. I sent my Pruitt friends to Virginia and they went on an adventure. And Mary says I have informed delivery. It doesn't always show the mail you're getting. Yeah, I kind of wondered, with the fact that you know, like that package didn't show up at all. Anita says, "Can we tell them to keep it then?" Samantha's still working on her scrap blankets. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Who who I asked the last question, right?
Um, I think so. I asked the one about colors.
Yeah. And I know I had asked the one about celebrity crush.
Yeah, so I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Would you take $1,000 right away or either flip a coin to double it or lose everything? I would probably risk it. I go gambling, so I'm a risk taker. Get tongue tied myself here. I take risks, but I'm usually safe more on my day to day basis life. But if I'm gambling, I risk it. So yeah, I'd flip the coin.
I'm the opposite. I would take the sure thing.
Yeah.
But one thing that does get me curious about that question, say it was $1 million,
Hmm.
where you were taking a chance on $1 million instead of 2,000. Well, I know with you, you would still, you would take the chance since you're
Yep.
taking the chance on 2,000. Where I don't know that would be a tough choice.
Now that I might risk, but the chance, to get $1 million, that would be. I'd have to sit and think about that one for a minute. But if you have nothing and you're flipping a coin for a chance at something, you're still going to end up with nothing if you're going to be right back where you were if. You
But
didn't take the for sure thing.
that would be a harder decision. But I'd
Yeah.
probably still take the sure thing. Let's see. Roberta says 1,000 now. Mary says take the dollars and run.
Yeah.
Samantha says 1,000 right away. But yeah, because the thing is that okay, if you take the gamble and you lose, you're going to be kicking yourself. I could have had
Yeah, but I'd be
$1,000.
kicking myself if I didn't take the chance to get more, especially if it was $1 million.
I know.
I
And
know the
especially if you
government
would
would
have
take half
gotten
of it
it,
in taxes, but
where you found out you would have gotten $1 million. Yeah, then I would be
Mhm.
kicking myself. Caitlin says I'm not a good gambler, so take 1,000. Roberta says then I could gamble half later.
Yeah.
Sheila says she sucks at gambling, so she would take the 1,000. And Samantha wants to know what is everyone's favorite crochet project. Um, for me, it's shawls, and then beanies would be next. And how about you, Crystal?
My favorite thing is shawls also.
Okay.
Well, crocheting. Knitting, I'm loving socks. Not so much shawls for knitting shawls, but socks, yeah.
See, I'm basically the same with crochet and knitting, but I do like knitting socks too. And let's see. Anita says I take it whatever the amount. I'm too unlucky to gamble. And Laura Lee says I'd take the sure thing. I would definitely take 1 million. No thought involved. And Roberta says, I have a teddy pattern that is mine. It came to be done hundreds of ways in yarns and colors and comes out great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm the only one that said to gamble it. Wow. Y'all are too safe.
I know, like sometimes when you see on game shows, and then it's like,
Yeah.
and then, you know, they come out with nothing because they didn't take the sure thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Laura Lee likes blankets.
Hmm.
But eventually I want to do a pair of socks with cables. But I want more, like, for that, I want to do a solid color
Mm-hmm.
soft yarn. Because I find a lot of times, like cables, if you have a busy yarn, it don't look as good. Roberta says, Are you getting better at deciphering my wonky typing?" It depends. Sometimes I can figure out what people mean, and sometimes, sorry, I think the cat fur is getting to me. But sometimes, I can't figure out certain things when people have, like, typos in them, or autocorrect sometimes changes the word.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have time for one more question, and then we'll wrap up. If I don't stop coughing, that is.
You got any water there? Take a drink of water.
Yeah. Let me get my water. Give me just a second.
Roberta says sometimes even I can't figure it out. You can't read your own typos.
Okay. The last question for tonight is, do you prefer your sandwiches hot or cold? I like them hot. And like I tend to like my bread toasted too on sandwiches, like
Mm.
cheese melted. How about you, Crystal?
It kind of depends on what it is. If it's like something like a Subway sandwich, I don't like it toasted. But if it's like turkey and cheese or ham and cheese or a Reuben, I like them hot.
And let's see, Laura Lee saying it's being stuck on a fixed income and not much of that. Yeah,
Mm.
I hear you with the fixed income.
Yeah.
And Samantha says hot. Mary says depending on what kind of sandwich I'm having. Roberta says it depends on what it is. Yeah, and even like ham and cheese. Like I do prefer like my ham heated and like the cheese melted on it.
Yeah.
So even like a lot of your typical cold sandwiches, I prefer them hot. Anita says food should never be cold.
What about cereal? It's supposed to be cold.
Well, technically, if you do oatmeal hot, oatmeal can be considered a cereal.
I mean cereal that goes in milk. Just joking.
Laura Lee says either, really. Roberta says toasted ham and cheese. Anita says she don't eat it.
Ugh. She don't eat sandwiches?
No, I think cereal.
Oh.
Roberta says I like oatmeal. Now, one thing I want to remind everybody, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be going live again. Coffee with Connie. So grab y'all coffee mugs and come join me on the live tomorrow.
You said 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to set an alarm to be there.
And if anyone wants to come join me on the panel, feel free to do so. But you will need a Restream account for tomorrow's live. Because I'll be using Restream. Thursdays I use Restream. But yeah, it'll be Java time. Get your Java on.
Mhm.
And Roberta says, ever had cream on hot oatmeal with honey? I really haven't. Like I don't like oatmeal hot, but I like overnight oats, cold oats. Lisa says it depends on what it is. Some hot, some cold. Laura Lee says she's been eating steel cut oats and cook it in her rice cooker. Yes, Lisa, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I need to work on my questions for tomorrow's live.
Mhm.
I'll probably do a couple of coffee questions, but I'll do other questions too because I know not everyone drinks coffee. And I'll probably do like a few coffee trivia questions. But yeah, I kind of want to have a little coffee theme to my coffee. You know, my coffee with Connie live. So
Mhm.
and let's see. Lisa says ice cream.
Yeah, that's another cold food. Ice cream.
Yeah, and some pies are cold too.
Mm-hmm.
Anita says, everyone have a great night. Cook your food, Crystal, laughing out loud.
How am I gonna cook cereal? The milk will get all ew. I'm joking.
Yeah, You have a good night, Anita. Yeah, we're fixing to wrap up in just a couple of minutes. And Roberta says, I don't like toasted subs, but do like toasted sandwich bread.
Yeah.
Well, I love toasted subs. So, do you have anything that you would like to say before we say our goodbyes and all?
Not too much. I've really enjoyed the live tonight. I had a good time. I don't normally knit or crochet on a live, but you always read comments, so I knew I wouldn't miss nothing. And I got to work on my socks, so that was great. And thank you for having me. And thanks to everybody that came in and chatted with us.
And thank you for coming live with me, Crystal. I enjoyed having you. Hold up a minute, I see a few more comments. Roberta says, remember hot grape nuts? Yeah, I remember those. Anita says she's a clown. And yes, Lisa the Grammy. It's gonna be every Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And Lisa with Coping with Yarn says, I can watch it for a while until I have my meeting. Okay, awesome. But yeah, I also want to thank all of y'all for being here tonight. I enjoyed chatting with all of y'all. And also, I want to thank those that will be watching the replay. And like I said, leave a comment to let us know you watched the replay. And feel free to answer the questions we asked tonight on in the comments. And yeah, I hope I see everyone tomorrow. And if y'all not already subscribed to Krystal, please do so. And also, if anyone's not subscribed to me, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this live a thumbs up. And please share this live on your social media platforms. And I hope everyone has a fabulous morning, evening, and a fabulous morning tomorrow. Be the light and bye.